Hello there, and welcome to another episode of this rather short but also quite interesting Chouigui pass campaign in Tank Warfare Tunisia. Let me quickly recap what we experienced in the previous episodes. So, during the first battle that we played, the Germans were launching a quite serious tank attack into this area down here, which we were able to repel with B Company and the help of A Company here. During the second battle, our recon force found itself quite alone in this territory, but it provided us valuable intel on this enemy force. We know that this enemy force consists not only of infantry, but also of at least 2 Panzer IIIs and 1 Panzer II. So we are up against tanks once more. Are there any more than those that we saw? We'll see. Anyway, the enemy is attacking across the River Tyne, and we are doing the same. So, this will be basically a meeting engagement, and we'll see who comes out on top. The first order of the day, I think, will be to find a suitable place to cross the river without getting my tanks stuck in the mud. Yeah, let's see about that. Let's go to the battlefield. Welcome to the battlefield. Now, this engagement will offer some challenges to us. We will be up against some enemy tanks, and those enemy tanks will be somewhere in these hills or in this area down here. I don't know exactly where they will be, but those will be Panzer IIIs, and those Panzer IIIs have a definitive range advantage against my Stuart light tanks. If we engage at range, they will pick us off one by one, if we are not careful. So, there's also a significant obstacle on this map. And it's not very visible actually, but look here. The River Tyne is flowing through this area. It doesn't carry much water. Most parts of it are actually dry. But, as you can see, the embankments are steep. And I expect the riverbed to be muddy. And my Stuarts don't like mud at all. They can get stuck easily. So the first task of the day is gonna be to find a spot where they can actually cross this. For example, definitely not here. They will absolutely get stuck down here. Now I do have my scouts here that we managed to retreat in the previous battle. So I think I'll have them scout ahead, try to find a position where we can cross, test the way for my tanks, so to say, and my tanks, they will follow. I have, I think it's Griffith or Daubin, yeah, I have Daubin and his Stuarts guarding the farm here and the other farm over here. They are basically in position here. Let me move these guys off the road actually. They are far too vulnerable there. Let's move them in here. Where did our one go? There. And over here. Okay. And Townsend is also guarding the farm with his 2 Stuarts. There we go. Those tanks will follow this force as required. And on the other end of the battlefield over here, we have the battalion HQ with John Waters and his Stuart tank dug in here, and a few repair troops stationed here in this area. They actually have a 50 cal half-track with them, and they will be dug in. So that's something. Now, with all of that said, I think it is time to go ahead and issue our orders. Now, first thing I want to do is to get the scouts moving. The anti-air half-track will stay here and provide a little bit of cover. The 50 cal half-track, it will move up. And let's see, where does this look suitable for a crossing? This area here doesn't look too bad, I think. It could work. Maybe here. Although this embankment is steep, so maybe not actually here. Here we have water, so I don't want to exactly cross there. Here is a small path, so this might be a good position to perform the crossing. Yeah. This might be good. This might be a little less muddy than everything else. Oh boy, do I have to send them a long way. Is there no opportunity over here? How does this look? Too steep? Maybe doable? But still steep. Yeah, everything is just so steep. This here could work, but then again they could get stuck down here in the mud. This isn't looking too bad. This looks like a place where a crossing could work. Or maybe here. Well, this general area. Okay. That's the first thing I'll scout. So, did I select the correct half track? Yes, I did. Here was the place. So please do drive up here. Do I wanna have you move fast? Actually, let's use the recon command for once. And I'll explain what the recon command actually does. So I've set him up to maneuver. Yes, cancel order is activated, and that's important. And they are ordered to move fast. So right now I'll order them here. And I will give them a second order. Actually, let me change this a little bit. Move there. Move there. And I'll give them another order, which is to move over here fast. Now what will happen? If they move over here, and on the way to one of these two waypoints, they encounter significant enemy resistance, they will cancel these two orders and will immediately execute the fast move order to here, getting themselves into safety, I hope. So that's why I'm doing that. Now, let's actually set up a tank force that will cover them. Singling, you guys. I want your steward to move here. Just move slow. Move there. Daubin, Griffith, I want you guys. I want you to be... wait a second. You guys, I wanna move you over here in a column formation. And then you will move in a line formation up here and orient that way. That should provide some cover. Okay. How are these guys looking? It's a nice position from where they might engage something that is up on the hill. And if need be, they can break through the walls. That's fine. These guys look fine as well. Let's take a quick look at Waters and his steward tank. Dug in as he is over here. He is not very visible to the enemy, and if he should be fired at, I can reverse him into this field. Okay, with all of that said, let's simply go ahead and start the battle. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And let's have a quick look at the tank gravesite that we have here, where we engaged the Germans in the first battle and took out the tanks. A lot of tanks. And that's a really cool thing about this game. All the battle damage will stay. And will stay present during the whole campaign. So these wrecks, they remain here. Now if you are playing a long campaign... Look, here's my half-track that got destroyed. If you are playing a long campaign where some ground is changing hands very often, then that area near the end of the campaign will look like the surface of the moon. It will be completely blasted apart, wrecks will be everywhere, dead bodies. So that's a really cool feature that this game has. Okay, my tanks are on the move. That's good. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. We have one enemy tank over here. And we are engaging. It's a Panzer II. Okay, my steward should be able to deal with that. Go and take it out. Whoa, that bounced off. But he's losing fuel, can you see that? There's a fuel spill here. And that was the engine. Or was it? Ah, not really. But he's hurting. And he has no clue from where he's getting shot at. Good hit. That killed the driver. I'm quite certain. The turret is still moving though. Yep, good shot. Try to put one into the turret before it can turn around. Now he's bouncing off. I expect him to do some spalling damage regardless of the bounces. Enemy vehicle over there. That's a truck. Trucks. Enemy trucks. Jesus Christ, that Panzer II is still alive. Yeah, we are bouncing shells off this thing. That was a tank shot. Okay, the engagement. Yeah, there's definitely a tank present over there. Okay, let's see what's going on. Multiple enemy tanks are on the move. My tank covering force is engaging. What looks to be... Oh, please don't tell me that's a Panzer IV. No, thankfully it's just a Panzer III. And that just is in heavy quotation marks. Okay. We gotta do something here, otherwise we'll be dead. Griffiths. Yeah, you are being engaged right now. Reverse into cover. Now it's good that I had Daubin's guys stuck back here. These two... Let me pause this for a moment. You two need to get a move on. I need you up here at the farm to link up with the rest of your group. Will the enemy be able to get shots on them while they travel up the road? The answer is obviously yes. So we are not gonna travel up the road, we are gonna take this back road over here. It will take some time for the tanks to get up to the farm, but better than being shot at. Yeah. You two. Fast move to here, stay on the road. Column formation. Sparse formation, please. Go there. Then move to over here. And then move up here. At the same time, let me take you. After I get a few more command points, and I'll try to put you into this breach here. 2, 1. It's important to get guns on target right now. Move over there. You are actually in a good position, you can stay where you are. How is my recon doing? They are trying to find a way across still. Good for them. Keep doing that. Enemy infantry is moving into this ditch here. So I know that they are present. Did we nail that Panzer II? Yes, we did. It's dead. Look at that. How many shells it took. Oh, what was that? I hope they are not shooting at him. Are they? Enemy tank is moving up. So we have to keep an eye on this situation. If the tank starts to engage waters, we have to pull him back immediately. Wow, that tank is in a seriously good position. He's still hidden behind the hill though, so that's good for us. This Panzer III is engaging us. And at this range he has all the advantages. I will actually move back my 2 tanks here. Move back into cover. Disengage. You here. I want you in this area over here. You can actually see the enemy tank. Oh wow. That was my AA truck engaging the enemy mortar. Oh, wouldn't want to be them. Oh damn it. We lost 1 steward here. He got nailed by the Panzer III. Everybody's dead. Damn it. And we lost... Oh, we lost this half-track here. Our recon half-track. Nailed as well. Yeah, that Panzer III is a nasty piece of work. Oh, damn it. Okay, you retreat. You keep retreating. How you survived that hit, I don't know. That Panzer III is in a dominating position. And Panzer IIIs are not only fast firing, they are also quite accurate. Okay, Waters is engaging the other Panzer III. Oh wow, he's able to engage it from the side. Awesome. He's smoking, so we popped the radiator. But we lost another unit somewhere else. Another steward lost. Yeah, most of the crew is dead. They are not effective anymore. I will have to get this AA out of here soon. That Panzer III. Okay. These 2 tanks, they are moving up. They are not moving exactly as I envisioned. But I don't care. Important is that they do move up now. Yeah, actually, this thing is doing not at all what I wanted it to do. Go there, please. Go there, please. Go there, please. And then get over there. You have the right idea. Okay, you are retreating, that's fine. Oh wow. We are losing another steward here. Start retreating, but most of the crew is already incapacitated. Yeah, he took a penetrating hit through the front. He's done. Damn it. Daubin is still on the move, that's good. Yeah, okay, this grove is not providing enough cover or concealment. I wonder... First of all, I wonder what else the enemy has. Apparently we managed to pop that Panzer III over there. Waters is still engaging enemy infantry with his machine guns. That's good. Enemy trucks are abandoned. But that Panzer III, he's just sitting there, look at him. I wonder if we can use waters as a diversion, or maybe to sneak up on this thing from behind. Could work. I could try to get a tank into this area down here. From here, a tank could get some side shots at the Panzer III. That would put some pressure on them. Oh, damn it. This is actually the resting place of my half-track. Yeah. So my scouts that I managed to extract by some miracle are no more. And the AA half-track needs to get out of here. They are basically out of ammunition. So please move behind this farm. And do it fast. This tank apparently does not like going through this area here. Well, somehow understandable. Okay, I will wait until I have these tanks in position to assist. And then we'll try to take out that Panzer III. Yeah, who knew that a little Panzer III can be such a menace? Look at it. This tank can actually see the Panzer III, but it is not engaging because the crew knows exactly that that would be a bad idea. Nobody is engaging that Panzer III at the moment. Okay, Waters is still engaging enemy infantry. And that Panzer is starting to engage my anti-air half-track, because he spotted its movement. Drive fast, little half-track, drive fast. And now he switched targets to one of my tanks. So I don't like that. It's hopeless for them to fight this thing, so move back. Pop smoke if you still have it. Well, this is not going according to plan. I want you to move back as well, because you are now being fired upon. I have no idea how he keeps spotting these tanks. Okay, now the tanks at the farm are starting to engage enemy infantry. That might not be a smart thing. The Panzer III will be able to see them. Well, I'll try to think of something. How far can I flank around that pesky little tank? Here's a small rise that I might be able to use. Here is a ditch that I can absolutely not use with the tanks. Other than that, the terrain is very open. I might be able to get tanks up here. From up here. Yeah, but if they are up here, it's basically the same as being over there. That didn't help much. Can I get tanks around this flank? I might be able to pull something off. I might just be able to do it. Okay, you know what? Townsend, you guys are going to flank far, and you will use your mobility to get there fast. I want you guys all the way over here. And from there on, you will try to cross this somewhere. But where there? Well, this area doesn't look too bad. Yeah. From there you'll move fast to here. You will cross to here. And then you will use this forest as cover. Here's the river though. You might be able to get through this area here. Oh, we have a lot of ditches to cross. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but, well, let's just say it's an emergency plan. Go there. Try to cross. Damn, that is a lot of mud. Oh, that is most certainly mud down here. They'll get bogged down. They will get bogged down. Well, maybe if they cross here, it could work. Okay, move to here, but you have to cross another ditch to do that. Let's see. Move here. This is getting complicated. And this is looking decent enough to attempt a move. And then we have tanks up here, from where they will run straight into all of that enemy infantry if I'm not careful. They will run down this area to here, attempt a crossing here, and then get into the side of the enemy tank. Yeah, that plan has to work. That's a lot of waypoints. Wow. But the tanks are on their way, full mobility. Yeah, when a steward goes up to speed and he's on a hard surface, these things are quite fast. Look at it go. Second one is coming as well. Okay. What about Daubin? He almost has all his tanks together, which will allow me to make a move. Waters is still engaging enemy infantry at random. The 50 cal half-track is doing the same thing. I can imagine though that these troops will be running short on ammo very quickly. Because as repair troops, well, they are not exactly combat troops. In a pinch, they can serve. Okay. This Panzer III is actually causing us more trouble than that huge enemy tank force with Panzer IVs. Just because we have to fight it at range. And yeah, it shows how much of an advantage these things have at range. I mean, this tank here, if it were to engage the Panzer III now, it would have to engage it at about a kilometer distance. And it will... oh no, what's that? There's something shooting there. I suspect it's maybe another tank. We might be facing another one. This Panzer III is smoking a little bit. Let me just check this. What's going on? Oh, those are just gases released from inside. Smoke from firing the gun. What about racing down here with a tank? Could that thing still engage me? Yes. So, not a good idea. Once we are ready to go, I think I'll move these tanks up. One will go into this position down here, some will go here, some other maybe here. We'll try to get into the side of this thing. Okay, my two stewards here are still racing ahead. Good job. A crew is returning to its vehicle. However, there's not much of a crew left, it's only one guy. But that means we can get that tank out of here. So please do move backwards. Not executed. Why? It's damaged. Let's see. Fuel tank. Oh, he's out of fuel. The fuel tank was perforated and all the fuel leaked out. Oops. So, this tank isn't going anywhere. Okay, these guys have reached their first waypoint. They will now start their move across the open ground here. These tanks are still engaging enemy infantry. They're doing a good job at that. The anti-air half-track actually made it out before being shot to pieces, so that's a plus. I wonder if there's still another enemy tank up here. If yes, then this whole thing could get ugly very fast. Okay, the Panzer III has found something else to engage again. Okay, these guys are being engaged by the enemy infantry, but that's fine. They can fend them off. Okay, yeah, that Panzer is being... no, that Stuart here is being engaged. This is the one without fuel, so there's nothing I can do. I don't know why that guy got in there. There's nothing he can do. He can't fire the gun because it too is damaged. Yeah, the gun mechanic is damaged, the recuperator. So he's not shooting anytime soon. Enemy infantry is actually making a move up here towards the farm. Okay, I have to keep that in mind. Panzer III is engaging again. Oh. Okay, he's engaging one of you guys. Probably you here. Yeah, you know what? Drive backwards. Get some distance between you and that thing. Okay, now he's engaging that Stuart again. Can I somehow get around it? Let's have a look here. Can I maybe perform a crossing in this area? I mean, I can try. I can certainly try. This might look doable. If I can get tanks of my own into these hills, I can use this ridgeline here to stay concealed from the enemy tank and to get into its flank. Once I start putting pressure on it from the flank, the whole situation could change. So let's try to do that. We will try to do that. You two. Where did I say the crossing was possible or might be possible? Here, right? Okay, you two move fast to there. Then try to get across. Move to over here and then to over there. There you will be safe from the enemy tank. And then use this depression to move here. Let's see what we can do. I might even... no, the hill is very steep. I'm not sure that I can get a Stuart up here without having some issues. But if I could get a Stuart up here, what would do that for me? I could move the Stuart all the way around, through the hills, and come out behind the enemy tank. But it's still... an uncomfortable distance. It would take extremely long to accomplish this, so I'm not sure that this is a good idea. I need these stewards to move now. Let's try to use their mobility. Enemy trucks are apparently active again. Or are at least being shot at. No sight of a third Panzer III so far. No definitive sight. That's something. Okay. Daubin is standing by for a frontal assault. Somebody is retreating. You. Yeah, do get out of the tank if you can. That would actually be fine with me. Panzer III is again engaging something. Probably the tanks up at the farm here. Since they started engaging the enemy trucks. Enemy infantry is making their way into this orchard. What is that? What the hell are you? Maybe enemy machine gun team? Well, they're being engaged by the tanks, so that's fine. They won't be able to push the farm as long as my tanks are sitting here. They'll just get machine gunned. Okay, these tanks still advancing, shooting on the move. Now they will have their first real obstacle ahead of them, trying to cross this ditch here. Okay. Enemy tank is on the move. Damn it, the Panzer III is moving. Let's see what he does. Please get bogged down. Drive it to the ditch and don't get out. Damn you and your efficient transmission. Yeah, this... I mean, on the one hand, if he decides to get closer, it does open up some opportunities for us. Certainly. How about you guys? How's this operation looking down here? Will you be able to get across? No, keep moving. It looks like the Panzer III is attempting to move up. Or maybe he just thought better of it. Looks like he's looking for a crossing. He wants to support his infantry attack on the farm. Yeah, this could open up opportunities for me. Let's see, if he moves across, then I might recall these two tanks and have them move towards this area to engage the enemy infantry and the flank of the Panzer III. What? Panzer III is still active? Walters is engaging, but this thing... Well, maybe the crew returned. Possible. Very possible. Somebody is under fire. Yeah, you're retreating in the wrong direction, buddy. Try to go somewhere else, please. Never mind. What the hell is this enemy unit? Anti-tank rifles! Oh no! These things can actually engage my stewards. The Panzer III has made its crossing. Okay. In that case, you too. You're getting new orders. Move fast to there. then let's see, open up in a line formation, start attacking. Yes. You two, forget those orders. Although, you know what, keep those orders, they're fine. Try to get close to the enemy. Okay. You over here. I want you to race to this position and then get behind this house. This tank, I want you to enter the farm and exploit that breach over there. So, drive to here and then drive exactly to here, please. You are in a good position, you are well concealed against the enemy tank. These two. What? You. I will move you fast into this depression. You are done. Damn it. Get out of there. Okay. Let's try to use our mobility. Come on. Let's go, guys. Can you get out of here? Broken, damaged engine. The engine is damaged, so I don't think this tank is going anywhere. We can try though. Let's try to retreat it. Just get behind this farm, if possible. But it looks like the gunner is still alive and everybody else is gone. So much for that. Okay, this tank is in position, ready to exploit this breach, which is a good thing. Wow, the enemy Panzer III is seriously engaging our tank. Where is it? Our tank is kicking up a lot of dust though, so that's a good thing. And it should now be in the flank of the enemy tank. Or at least it should be pretty soon. Okay, the enemy tank moved into the orchard. Let's start to put some pressure onto it. I want you to move over here into a hull down position, from where you can hopefully engage it as it drives through the orchard. What is this thing engaging actually? I think it's engaging this tank over here. Are the guys at the farm getting shots on this thing? Not at the moment. They aren't. Okay, this tank, I moved you behind the house for a purpose. And that purpose is to get over here. I didn't want you to make a new hole. It's fine. Okay, the tanks over there are starting to engage. And I'm putting a lot of faith into you, so please don't disappoint me. Stop this thing before it can get closer to the farm, please. Okay, you are almost in a really good position. Now, stop there. Orient that way. Acquire a target, please. Start engaging. If you can. Oh, you found some enemy infantry over there. You know what? Don't engage enemy infantry. Oh, I don't have enough command points to give the order. But I'm sure, yeah, he's starting to engage the enemy tank now. Oh wow, look at this. Please spot the enemy tank and start to engage, otherwise you are dead. Yeah, there we go. Good hit, good hit. And at this range, he's in trouble. Come on, put another shell into it. Damn, this is tense. This is much too tense. Wow, point blank. Panzer III is trying to do something. Get around this thing, I don't know. Maybe the gunner is wounded or killed. Oh, what a view. Put one right into the back of the turret, please. There you go. That Panzer made a mistake driving into this here. And the house is gone. Look at this! Look at him aiming for weak spots. This is amazing. You don't often see this. You don't see this very often. And I think they've taken it out. I think it's done. It has definitely been penetrated. I mean, it's losing fuel. I can see it gushing out down there. No, they're still engaging. They are not satisfied. Yeah, look at this. He put a shell right into the machine gun port of the Panzer III, which is a weak spot. But you know what? Let's try to get him a little bit away from this thing before something explodes. Okay, stay there. That's fine. Awesome. That was just awesome. The enemy crew apparently got out, or at least tried to get out. So the enemy tank is defeated. Which in turn means that the enemy infantry is going to have a hard time now. But these two tanks, they need to get out of there. They are way too close to enemy infantry. Oh, that was maybe the wrong order to give. Yeah, they have taken casualties. No, they are doing fine. Okay, they are retreating just the way I want them to. Oh, there's more enemy infantry. There's a whole bunch of enemy infantry here. And they are using bundle charges, grenades, anything to stop these tanks. The tank is still intact. Only the commander has been disabled. Keep reversing. And you I want you... Oh wow, yeah. That was a good call to keep reversing. I want you back here as well. Get away from the enemy infantry. Good. Now with that done, let's do the following. How much 50 cal ammunition does my AA half-track still have? They have about 400 rounds of 50 cal ammunition. You know what that means, right? Get over here. Okay. This tank. I want you to start engaging up this area over here. These guys are going to mop up the enemy backfield, the trucks, etc. Time to go. And I'm thinking about moving Waters out of his position and having him attack as well. I think that's a good idea. Let's break the enemy. Order received, he's on the move. Getting out of his little position here. So, sending tanks unsupported against infantry, it's risky, as you see down here. It's definitely risky. But it just has to work this time. AA half-track is moving up, this will give us some... Wow, this thing is fast! There you go! You are fast, boy. I will use this thing actually to come over here and to then try to help out these enemy tanks over here. Not enemy tanks, to try to... Oh no, I cancelled the move order. Okay, come up over here and then try to assist my tanks from this position. Okay, Waters is on the move. These two tanks are on the move. Engaging as they go. These tanks are still holding the farm, which is fine. Although I think I could use them now to sweep through this area. And start to... I have enemy infantry in the farm! Oh, that must be some of the tank crew. They got out of the tank and got into a house. I think we can do something about that. You move up here, and then you'll start engaging the house. Let's make sure that the farm stays ours when we move out. Okay, you, in fact, concentrate again on that area down there. More enemy contact over here, trying to cross the field. My anti-air truck is now going on the offensive. It will set up on this hill here, and I hope it will machine gun the enemies to death. I tanks are trying to hold them back, but yeah, it's difficult with tanks against infantry. Enemy trucks. They will hopefully be cleaned up by these two guys. Okay, the enemy is offering a ceasefire. Depending on how this goes, I might be inclined to accept it. We'll see. How about you two guys? Don't necessarily be buttoned, but do assault like that. Awesome. Okay, that works. They will get into this area, make sure that the enemy trucks are dead. Because, well, this one has a driver apparently. Can't have that. Waters is rolling up. I have to keep in mind that I did see anti-tank rifles among my enemies, so I have to be careful about that. Okay, my half-track is almost in position and will then set up and engage. And he better do it fast because he's being engaged right now. Yeah, turn that thing around. Ouch. Somebody was wounded. Yeah, come on guys. Don't let this guy shoot at you. Shoot back. Damn it, what are you doing? Yeah, they are stunned. Okay. Okay. They have found a good position for themselves apparently. Yeah, okay, you know what? I don't want this thing in rifle range necessarily. Yeah, this is not working. They are too close to the enemy. Move fast to there. You won't be able to see anything, but yeah. It's not great, but maybe, just maybe, we can maybe bring it around here and get it on the flank of this hill. So, did we take out that guy in the house? Can I drive a tank through that house, just to make sure? Let's see. No, the tank doesn't necessarily want to do that. Let's try to use a trick, maybe. Turn the tank. Reverse the tank. No, he doesn't want to do it. Damn it, I don't know if there's still an enemy up here. I'll have to leave one tank behind to guard the farm complex, while the others will form up and advance. You go to there, you go to there, and you there's a lot of enemy infantry. I didn't expect there to be this many. Yeah, I am inclined to accept the ceasefire, definitely. Because this is not good having my tanks deal with the infantry like this. This is really not perfect, not at all. Didn't I give you guys movement orders? Especially you. I think I did, so please go. enemy contact. Over here. That contact is expected. Nothing unusual. I'm hesitating to bring in my repair troops because for once they are almost out of ammunition. And yeah, they wouldn't have much of a chance against combat troops, so I'm not doing that. These two tanks are advancing well, shooting at enemy infantry as they go. Look how they sink into the soil. Soft soil is really not a friend of the steward. He doesn't like that. The narrow tracks just make it very difficult to cross soft terrain. And they modeled that very well in this game. Wow. This is a nice shot, isn't it? Enemy stewards just rolling across the meadow, machine guns blazing. Keep going, guys, keep going. You're doing good work. Oh, that guy was just deleted. I saw that. Yeah, if I can cause the enemy to completely break and run away, that would be awesome. But I'm kind of uncertain if I can actually do that, because they don't seem to be breaking at the moment. And my stewards are expending a lot of ammunition. Oh yes, they are. You know what? I'll actually use the AA half-track up on the farm here to hold it. I think that's a good idea. A good use for that vehicle, where it might not get shot to pieces by the enemy. And that will allow me to get this tank and move it out here. Yeah, okay, these enemies, they are not having a good time. Many of them are caught in the open, and I think their only saving grace is that the steward has a problem with visibility. The visibility of a steward for the crew of a steward is very poor. And that seems to be modeled as well. These tanks, once they form up, you actually go over here. Once these tanks form up, they will sweep through this orchard and join this tank down here. This is me now speaking after the battle. So for the next 20 minutes or so, we were simply busy chasing down enemy infantry and sweeping the area with our tanks. But we failed to gain a decisive victory where we forced the enemy to retreat. That didn't happen because the enemy infantry actually used the trenches in the area and the riverbed to hide from our tanks. And since our Stuart tanks are only lightly armored, I have to be careful not to drive those tanks too close to the enemy infantry soldiers, or they will shower them with grenades. So, let's go straight to the statistics. There we go. Okay, so casualties. We had 19 casualties, the enemy had 77. Well, that's good. Let's see. Oh, actually, it stayed neutral apparently, so we are fine. That's good. They did capture the grove. but they didn't manage to get all the way up to that point over there. The farm is ours, both farms, and we managed to capture this area here. Now, let's take a quick look at my tanks. Walters, what about you? Did you take any damage at all? No, you did not, you beast. You nailed 22 enemy soldiers. Wow. This guy did work. Okay. The APC here. Yeah, they with their 50 cal only killed 2. Now, let's have a quick look at Singling. His stewards are done. But let's have a look at what actually killed them. So, of course, it was a Panzer III. Panzer III managed to penetrate at 763 meters. 730 meters, wow. Penetrated straight through. Driver, gunner, commander, machine gunner, all taken out. Ammunition, radio, battery, engine. No chance for that poor tank. Next steward. They are finally all dead as well. 816 meters, 813 meters is what did the real damage here. Gunner, commander, machine gunner. They were all killed instantly. Yeah, that's the thing. When you shoot a Panzergranate 39, Panzer Grenade 39, this thing has an explosive filler. It penetrates the armor, it blows up inside the tank, damages the equipment and kills the crew. In contrast to that, you will see my shells are basically solid shot, so they do not explode inside an enemy tank. And you will see that I need more hits to disable an enemy tank, to kill it, than the Panzer III needed on my tanks. Daubin, what about you guys? You received 6 hits apparently. Let's check. Oh yeah. That looks like some rifle rounds. That's a nice little bit of friendly fire, but nothing terrible. You, rifle fire, nothing serious. You are fine. This steward, he is fine as well. And this steward, he received some rifle hits. So nothing terrible here. Although that seems to be machine gun rounds, yeah. No issues. Griffith, you guys, I think you had a hard time. This guy, he did well. No problems. This steward over here. Just a machine gun round. Nothing serious. But here we have a steward that needs some serious repairs. And well, there's only one crew member left alive. Everybody else is dead. The Panzer III engaged this vehicle at 1,000 meters and penetrated. 1,000 meters. This is how terrible the armor of the steward is. Driver, gunner and commander were killed instantly. Radio was destroyed. Gun recuperator was damaged. Sights were destroyed and the engine was damaged. At 1,000 meters. Okay, this guy, oh wow, you took a lot of hits, but it's all machine gun rounds, although there's one Panzer III round here, impacting the turret. Apparently damaging a sight. This sight here was damaged, okay. At 1,000 meters, you were lucky. If he aimed a little bit more to the left, that would have gone straight through your turret. Townsend, what about your stewards? A lot of machine gun rounds, but nothing more serious than that. You actually have a crew member lost. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. So machine gun rounds, of course. Oh, machine gun rounds in the back. Here we have a hit. It was actually a machine gun round. Okay, a machine gun round. It did not penetrate, but it must have caused spalling inside the tank. And that wounded the driver and took out the commander. So yeah, even machine gun rounds can mess with these things. Jesus. Okay. This M2, I was wondering how this thing was taken out. Apparently with only 2 well-placed hits. One in the back here at 669 meters, detonated inside, killed, or no, wounded the driver, excuse me, and damaged the track. Another hit in here, killed the gunner, damaged the ammunition. And then it was machine gunned, and I think that finished it off then. Poor guys. Poor guys. Alright, let's look at our enemies. What do they have? What did we take out? So there's a mortar that's been abandoned. Good. That's good. The commander. Ah, it's Jäger. It's a Jäger company. Okay. Opel Blitz. So very mobile infantry. Basically light infantry. So fortunately they did not have any AT guns with them. That would have been nasty. Instead of AT guns they had 3 tanks. So Panzer III number 1. You are the one madman that drove into the farm. And yeah, before you drove into the farm, we shot you a lot. So this thing received 35 hits in total. There's one 37mm shell, that did nothing, A shell down here into the drivetrain actually damaged or took out the machine gunner and damaged the radio due to spalling inside the tank. Shots into the front here, look at this, 67 meters, shot into the front, did nothing. Let's see what else. The shot into the machine gun port at only 1.7 meters distance destroyed the site and caused a fuel leak apparently. So it penetrated into the tank. We have hits into this side of the tank. Most of them did nothing at all. This one down here actually did damage the ammunition. Okay, we have one hit that penetrated the site at 61.6 meters and took out the gunner. So that must have been when the tank was already quite close to the farm. Or maybe inside the farm even. Yeah. Here we have a hit at 21 meters that wounded the driver, damaged the ammunition and destroyed the battery. We have a lot of hits into the front of the turret, but it shrugged those off without issues at all. No damage there. And then we have a bunch of shells shot into the back of the turret. And of those, let's actually disable all non-penetrating hits. Let's disable everything that didn't do any damage. And here we see... it's hard to see. Okay, there we go. A shell into the turret killed the commander and the loader. Another shell damaged the radio. Okay, so you see how resilient a Panzer III can be. Especially when you shoot at it with 37mm rounds. At range. Once he gets close, then you have a chance. Yeah, so much shot at range. Nothing penetrated. Let's look at the next Panzer III. This one was taken out by Waters. And wow, Waters had to shoot at this thing a lot. 30 hits received on this tank. The whole site is riddled with impacts. Let's disable those that didn't penetrate. And now we see... yeah, okay. A site was damaged. A shell into the side of the turret took out the commander. A lot of shells that did basically nothing. Radio was destroyed by a shell here. The battery was destroyed by another shell. Ammunition was damaged by 2 shells, 3 shells. A lot of shells simply stuck in the armor. This one here These shells damaged the turret. So that's something. Another shell into the back here. Damaged the ammunition and damaged the engine. So all in all, we did not really take out the crew of this tank. They decided to abandon it. Because, yeah, engine damage, battery taken out, and all that other stuff. The crew was simply panicked. This thing could have put up more of a fight if we wouldn't have caught it side on. Panzer II. Same story. Hit 28 times. This is all the hits. A lot of shots into the side. Also some machine gun shots, yes. Let's disable those. But these 37mm shots, yeah, the engine was damaged. But not much else. Yeah, this shell actually took out the gunner. This one took out the machine gunner. The driver seems to have been still okay, so I guess it's the... Yeah, I guess the driver got out. Disabled gunner, machine gunner. Personnel still alive, 1. Who knows where that guy is. Alright. Nagel and his guys. Oh, there's still a lot of them left. It's again Jäger, so light infantry. And Putsch, same story. Jäger. Yeah, they seem to even still have their mortar. So yeah, a big weakness of the Stuarts, spotting. They cannot see out of their tanks very well, these crews. And so they often overlook enemy infantry, drive right past them and such things. That was one hell of a battle. That Panzer III gave me so much trouble. So much. I am actually glad that this thing decided to drive up into the farm so that I could nail it at short range. But damn, that was a tense moment, I can tell you that. Okay, are there any enemies in the farm? Not that I can tell. Okay, so maybe we killed them off. With all of that said, let's go to the operation and see what happened. And there we go. Okay, this is good. We are still holding on to our victory point. The enemies did, however, manage to break through. And now they are behind my lines. However, this also means that this enemy unit is encircled. So they are not getting resupplied. Their morale is bad at this point. And it will be easy to deal with them, or at least easier. But I need to make sure that they can't get onto the victory point. That's important. This unit, since my scouts were apparently destroyed, for good this time, this unit did not attack. Possibly due to the tanks in the area here. There's also another completely fresh enemy unit ready to enter the battlefield. So in the next turn we will have to defend this point and we will have to defend Coxon Farm at all costs. And this point down here as well. Oh, that's a lot of stuff to defend. I might be forced to use C Company to clean up this enemy unit. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I think that shall be enough for today. I do hope that you enjoyed this battle. And I look forward to seeing you again next week, when we go into turn number 4, which is the last turn of the campaign. Let's see if we can manage to completely wipe out the enemy. I'm somewhat doubtful. I don't know what this is. This here, up here, this fresh enemy unit, that could be trouble. Well, we'll see. So, until then, have some great days and goodbye.